Hey Aries, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of April general reading here. Let's talk about your meditation. The first thing that I picked up on was distinct bear energy. Okay? Bear energy. Bears are very much about, if you think about it, they hibernate during the winter and then they come out in the spring. If you think about what is happening on a collective and global scale right now, there's something in that, right? That even though it's spring, we have to hibernate, right? As a result, what I saw technically was, is anyone familiar with those sandals ads of like resort, come, wish you were here at Sandals, get away from it all. Like I saw a beach. I felt like it was like May or June. And I saw like flip-flops on and in the sand, and I saw this sailboat come up to the shore, and I saw just a very slow, like warm weather kind of pace, like almost as if instead of coming out of hibernation in the spring, that you were there a little, after the fact, in May or June. It's interesting. I feel like the point of that is to say that I feel like there is an aspect of processing after the fact. Okay? Some people, in times of great change or disquiet or discombobulation, right, are able to process as it happens, right? And then there are other people who are really able to only process it after the fact. It's like during it, they're in, they're like make it work mode. They're in survival mode. They're just like getting it through, like head down, going into battle. Like it's like we're in the mode. Like think about it. Let's just talk about like Aries being the sign that you are, and the, God of war and all of that. During a battle, right? There's no time to think about what you're going to do after the battle or what you're going to have for your victory feast. You got to, you got to be in the moment, and that's what it feels like, right? But it's not negative. It just feels like you're like getting through and going on a moment to moment basis, which feels quite right. Feels quite right for you. I do see this energy though of, processing everything after the fact. So there's something about coming out of hibernation, a season, later than usual, and there being something in that for you. I feel like the message coming through is more of a boon to say, because for a lot of the other signs, it's been about, please stay in a moment-to-moment basis. Like, please don't try to project yourself into the future. A watch pot never boils. But for you, I kind of feel like it's flipped, and you are in a moment-to-moment reality where you're just keeping your head down and getting through it. Right? And so it's kind of flipped, and I feel like Spirit is saying to you, just there is light starting to come through the trees, and it's closer than it may feel at times. I just got shivers when I said that. Okay, I'm also feeling Apollo energy, which is the god of the sun. There's something about the sun coming in here too, and if you think about how the bear is depicted in this particular deck, it shows them coming, out up against the sun. There's something about that. Okay, something about that. Okay, let's see what the animal energy is for Aries. Second half of April. Oh my God, I love it. Wait a minute, did that just... I could have swore I just saw like bear peek out. Okay, so this is so good. We got the elephant here. We got some fire energy here for my fire signs. I really like it. The elephant is the remover of obstacles. This is that gentle tower energy, right? Elephants are also related to thought and memory. They have endurance. They have really great memories, like I said. They're also related to the goddess Lakshmi, I believe, which is the goddess of fortune and abundance. I could be wrong about that, but I feel her here anyway. There's this element, yellow, the color yellow, sun, gold, it's very much here, light. And yellow here in the fire here as well. Whenever the elephant shows up, you just can sleep well knowing that even though that things are being rearranged and moved around, that it's going to be better than it was before, right? And this is the gentle aspect, like the other two keys in this deck that represent tower energy for me, but from different perspectives. One of them is the eagle, and the other one is the panther, right? And like, just for an example, the panther aspect of like a tower energy, it's like, my God, this chafes. This is really hard, right? The elephant is the more gentle aspect of that. So I really like that this came through for you in that way, right? Especially holding the fire and being the fire signs that you are, right? It's really nice. Okay, let's see what's going on for Aries for second half of April. Oh my God, I love it. Ooh, we got the Fool at the bottom. I'm obsessed. So look at this King of Wands we have here. More fire energy for my fire sign here. You know what? First of all, traditionally, King of Wands is, the wands rule the realm of passion, desire, artistry, forward movement. You have the King of Wands here, who is a beautiful balance of knowing when to act and when to be still. But what I'm getting here specifically for you is, first of all, it's a very dry, arid, summer-esque feeling here, is it not? And also, remember when I said that, like, in the heat of battle, like Aries, I'm feeling your energy just focused on the task at hand, like a moment-to-moment reality, that you're not projecting yourself into the future, the past, or just right here. And it's not a negative, when I say survival mode, it feels more positive than that, right? But see how he's just like focused on this feathered snake and completely in the moment? Because if he projects himself either way, if he takes a step forward or a step back, that snake is gonna fall off. Right? I absolutely love this. I feel like what you're doing is working for you. Try to be gentle with yourself around all of this as well. I do like that you're coming up, portrayed as a king energy and sitting on top of it. It's making sense with Apollo, the sun god, more fire energy here for you, like I said. But there really just feels like, yeah, see, I'm really drawn to this chair. See, some people during this time as well are needing to sit down and nurture and cover themselves in a blanket. Some people are needing to be actively moving all around and doing the most. Capricorn got an reading like that. The fact that you're coming up here is just being still in the moment where you are and taking this on a moment-to-moment basis feels real right. It does, because when you do that, it makes the job of the elephant easier to remove anything from your path that was an obstacle to you and keeping you from your highest and best good. Something to that. Okay. All right. Ooh, we got the Hierophant at the bottom. So we got the Seven of Swords here. I want to point out, like, do you see like the sun trying to come up here and then all these tents, which are kind of like caves in a way? The Seven of Swords is that of self-sabotage energy for me, right? I want to point something out. So, when battle scenes are depicted, or when in a film, whenever like the battle is the next day and they're all hunkered down in the camp the night before, that's very much the imagery that I am getting here specifically. I am hearing, do things in your own way, in your own time, in the way that best serves you. There might be people around you who, I don't want to say trying to sway you, but you may be having conversations with people who have different needs or taking different outlooks or a different approach on a day-to-day basis, or have different opinions about why this is happening or which way this is going to go collectively. And it very much just feels like I'm hearing, do what you need to do. Be mindful about the energy that you surround yourself with right now, because I'm halfway through the readings for this round, and this is really a very unique energy that I'm picking up for you guys right now, where it feels like it's really best to just kind of be in your own energy and do what serves you, right? And I want to point this out, like, there's some people who are silver lining people, and you'll get on the phone with them and they'll say, well, look at all the, the good aspects, look at the silver lining, look at the silver lining, and it's beautiful for them. It works for them, right? It does what that needs to do for them. And then there are other people who are like disaster, it's all bad, it's never gonna get better, and it's serving them in some way, right? I am feeling like for you guys, like what is going to work for you is very tailored and specific to you. And I'm not necessarily feeling like a lot of comfort coming from speaking with people who are on either side of an extreme position. More finding people or spending more time communicating with people that are kind of in the moment to moment, taking it as it comes, preparedness that you are. There's something to that. There's something to that. And you know what, darlings? I just want to say, like, if at any given moment, because you see how he's like not wanting to look at the sun, but he's not wanting to like, race forward either. There's something about like caution against extremities. And I really just feel like there's this aspect of like, you can engage, you do what you need to do to keep your vibration at a place that feels constructive and nurturing for you, whatever that looks like, and not judging whatever that looks like, right? There's something to that. And you can be mindful about how much you communicate with people. If you talk to someone or communicate with someone, or you watch something on the TV or a movie, whatever it is, or the news, and you come away feeling worse than before, then take a note from that and don't continue to engage with that source of stimuli, okay? Feels really important to say. Whoa, this is exactly what I was just saying. Okay, we got the Three of Swords, which is heart pain, mental anguish, and tension. This is really, look, this barren battlefield. Then you have the Lovers here, which is about choices in love with the two hearts here. This is about, making choices that best serve you. Do you see how she's like, get the heck out of here? This is exactly what you're being asked to do. Like, assume a Queen of Hearts position and just go, no, I'm going to protect myself. And again, the tents on this battlefield are hearts, right? There's something about that. You really are being asked to be the, you guys are the Emperor key in the Tarot, right? You're being asked to be the Emperor that you are and really, truly just be discerning, and don't be afraid to, pun kind of intended, make some cuts where you need to. Because the most important thing is maintaining and protecting your own energy and vibration at the moment. Okay? I'm really hearing that. King of Wands. King of Wands. Oh my God, I couldn't be happier to see this for you. The Star. It's Aquarius energy here. Why do I love this? Do you see the similarity here? How he's in one position, look at his nose, and she's literally in the moment. But see how she's pouring out one of these vases and keeping one of them on her? This is all about discerning and being where you are. And now the Star traditionally is also hope and faith and wish fulfillment and illumination. Remember when I said the sun is a lot more near than it, might feel at certain times? Ooh, I really, really feel it, Aries, especially for you. It feels really, really good. It feels really, really good. It's interesting because Aquarians are also futurists. They like to think about what's next and next best steps, and I'm really just getting that for you guys, because you are so in a moment-to-moment basis, because you are just so, focused and getting through it, that I love that Spirit is coming in to go, okay, well, we're going to tell them that, things are going to, they've already actually shifted, and we'll see evidence of that in the 3D moving forward. Okay? I just heard expect a miracle. I haven't heard that for anybody else. Expect a miracle. Okay? And release what does not serve you. And this could be your own thoughts and habitual patterns as well. If you're even engaging in activities that leave you feeling worse than before, take notice of that and take steps to, make changes around it. Seven of Swords. Okay. The Death Key. Is that not a sun coming up back over the horizon? Scorpio energy here. The fact that this is clarifying the Seven of Swords, and we were just talking about, doing what's right for you, making necessary cuts and edits, and not engaging in any energy source or source of stimuli that makes you feel worse. Anything that doesn't make you feel better, anything that doesn't get you into a place of equal footing, equilibrium, and a balanced energy, don't engage. This, the death is very much about the complete and full stop ending of something so that new and even better life can emerge from it. Remember when I said I was talking about this, this whole war imagery, going to war and all of this stuff being Aries, and I love that we have the Death Key here, right? That it's showing up in this way. You see how he's departing and the death is coming? There's something, I'm telling you. I feel a transition here, and it feels really positive. And you have two sources of sun. See this? Back to the bear. I really like it. I really like it. Okay. Clarifier for Three of Swords and the Lovers. Ooh, wait a minute. I almost missed that. The Lovers is also Gemini season, which is late May into June. I was just talking about May and June, wasn't I? Okay. Lovers and Three of Swords. Queen of Swords. I mean, at this point, I would just be repeating myself. Listen, listen, we're talking about making the necessary cuts and edits and not spending time around any energy or stimuli that doesn't serve you. That's what the Queen of Swords is all about. She's like, I will protect my vibe. I will protect my mental space and my emotional space. And I mean, I will entertain you, but I will make cuts as necessary and needed. Don't be afraid of that. You've got to do what's best for you right now. It feels incredibly important. And it also feels like there's some sort of after effect of that where you're going to come out of this on the other side and go, wow, I am suddenly much more skilled, or I've really mastered the ability to set loving boundaries, but firm boundaries with myself and others. That's what it feels like. And that's a beautiful gift if you think about it, right? Beautiful. I really like it. I gotta tell you, Aries, the message is pretty clear here, and I rather like that for you. I really do. I love all the butterfly imagery here too, which represents like the death key, change and metamorphosis, right? Yep. Let's get an oracle. I'm feeling like the vintage. Feeling like the vintage oracle from my Aries. Oh my God. I was just talking about the butterfly. Got one at the bottom. I was just talking about how much I love those butterflies and change and transformation. And then we have all these butterflies coming up with expression. I feel like this is so beautiful. Do you see how she looks a little morose? I do feel like it. Let's just go with this whole butterfly thing, right? I feel like the Aries that I'm feeling right now, you know, all the stages of a butterfly, right? You have the egg, which goes to the caterpillar, which goes to the cocoon, which leads to the butterfly. I feel like right now you are in a cocoon space, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. Well, we're all kind of in a cocoon, but some of us more than others. Some of us are, you know, in a 3D cocoon where we have to be in, you know, we're inside of our homes and we're cocooning in that way. But energetically, we're connecting with a lot of people. We're working a lot. We're, you know, whatever that is, right? So we're not necessarily embodying the energy of it. I feel like you guys are, but in a way that is going to result in you coming out this big, beautiful butterfly. And I just want to emphasize again that think about a butterfly when it goes into a cocoon. It has to transform and to where it's like the matter breaks down and it becomes just like, you know, this like slush, mush, gush, goo, right? So that it can become the butterfly. Again, back to this transformation with the death key here and the butterflies here and the Queen of Swords and all of that good. But there is this element, I just want to emphasize it again, like I said, there is an element of processing everything fully after the, you know, wind has shifted. There's something about that. It just feels really important. Save yourself time on the other side of this too, because I that's what I'm feeling. Like it's like when I see the sandals and the sand and the beach and the sailboat, I feel like the nurturing and the slow pace and the processing, it's like that the battle will be, you know, over and take some time to just like sit down and feel the sun. And the sun just got brighter when I said that. And just really feel where you are and where you've been and process it. Okay? Just feels really important. You also got hope. Look at all these sunny colors. Oh my God, is that another butterfly? So obsessed. Hope. This is what it is. More the sun here. Hope. Hope. I'm also drawn to these little stars, just like in the star key. And I'm getting forget-me-nots. You know, don't forget too that, you know, she's got this angel situation going on where she looks like she's asking for divine help, presence, and support. There's something to that. You can always ask for help. You know what I mean? From the people in the 3D or celestial sources, your higher self or angel, whatever it is for you, and to help, you know, fortify you during this time. Oh my gosh, all these little things have sayings on them. They're like little Christmas. Joy, peace, purity, truth. Does that say stability? Gratitude. Gratitude. This is it, Aries. This is it, okay? The sun is coming up, okay? Aries, I'm going to leave you here with all of that lusciousness. And I just, again, sun, 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 stars. Okay. I also think on a last note, you're going to have a lot of realization. I think you're going to be a lot better acquainted with yourself. And again, setting those loving but firm boundaries with yourself and others on the other side of this. I think that's going to benefit you in every aspect of your life. And I love it. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this was your second half of April reading. I so hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I would just absolutely love that. I love reading your comments. And with that being said, just thank you again so much for being here. And as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.